Hey guys, today I come again with the fourth video of report writing in WBCS mains. So we shall be discussing about this topic. Before moving ahead, let me discuss some useful techniques and tips on report writing. Report writing is a purely factual account or happening, okay? So it must have happened somewhere in the past. And regarding report writing, it is targeting common mass because we see report writing usually in newspaper, right? So it must be factual, it must be concise, but interesting to the readers. Another point is it is written in third person and it takes place in indirect speech, and sometimes it's written in passive voice. Now in WBCS mains, there has been a change in syllabus. We have discussed that in our previous video also. Today we are discussing report writing has been inducted, or it has been included since the year 2015, and it fetches 40 marks. Word limit is 200 words. At time word limit is given and at times not. So whenever there is word limit, we have to stick to it. This I have told before also. But in 2019, there was no such limit specified in the question. Next, the report. What should be the features? Let's discuss. It must have a headline. There must be specification of date and place. There must be name of reporter, but when you write the name of reporter, it shouldn't be your name. Or you can simply put in like this: by our special correspondent. Do not put fanciful information. Be relevant to the information. The total based on rational thinking. That means you should not write hawa ka baat. Coherence and justification should always be adhered to. That means it should be logical. It must be banaya hua baat but not hawa ka baat. It must not be partial. It must be impartial. That means you are a reporter. You should not provide partial views. Now talking about the headline is key. It is the main thing. Hence it must be attractive, interesting and appealing. As a general rule, we need to avoid articles, preposition in the headline to the extent it does not impact the meaning. Okay, so articles, a and the preposition should be avoided. Opening paragraph. This paragraph gives the total report in a nutshell. So here you have to provide all the brief. You should not forget to give the day, date and time of the incident and the specific place where the incident has occurred. Now if the incident is about, say, a fire somewhere in your locality, so you have to name your locality. Okay, so that, and while narrating you should try to include some related people. Like if there is a fire, you should be saying that the administration, the SDO, or maybe the fire authorities said this, that you have to say. Okay, and another thing is you have to present precisely the incident. Fact must be given prior importance and no fanciful. That means, again I'm telling you, banaya hua baat, although it is there, but it should be logical. Okay, fanciful baat nahi hona chahiye. Fine. And the concluding paragraph, talking about the concluding paragraph, you have to put your relevant opinions about the incident or event, but your relevant, again, it shouldn't be biased. You are a neutral person. You are not supposed to give biased views. And again, at the same time, say if you are talking about corruption in somewhere, say about corruption in the local administration or corruption in the municipality of your town. Okay, you are talking about that. You should give the municipality authorities also the opportunity to say their words. That means you must have talked to them, and at least you can write that we were not able to contact them. That much you can say, but you should give an opportunity for them to defend themselves. Okay, and put opinions of different person. This I say. Preferably end with a reflective meaning. full end line. Here in WBCS, you need not put in this reflective meaningful end line, but it should be, your writing should be very, it should be well arranged, and it should be very logical. Okay. And past year questions. In 2015 we had a report within 250 words on the problems of immigration and refugees in the world today. So then Syrian crisis was prevailing. So how the immigration and refugees was relevant at that time. So this came from a current affairs topic. 2016 we had a report within 250 words on environmental pollution. Okay, so environmental pollution is always, this is important. 2017 we had a report on GST rollout celebration. We all know that it was introduced on 1st July 2017. So there was a celebration, all nations celebration going out. And 2018 we had a report which was talking about shifting the city zoo to a suitable place outside the metropolis. So mostly current affairs topic has been 2019 we had a report which I have attempted here to do. Let us see. 2019 question relates to shortage of blood in the blood bank. Okay, now my report, the topic or the title of my report says, with demand for blood far exceeding supply, a macabre racket flourishes unchecked. Kolkata. Our special correspondent, I am given the place, I have given the name of the correspondent, I have given the date and place. Okay. West Bengal Voluntary Blood Donors Forum, a forum in the field of voluntary blood donation in the city, has declared a critical shortage of blood as blood providers have less than a 2-day supply of necessary blood types, even as the city observed World Blood Donor Day on Friday 14 June 2019. The date is correct, so you have to provide correct date. Currently all blood types and components are in short supply, and with a special need for platelets and type O blood donations. Everyone from accident victims to newborns to seniors who may need blood in emergency are at risk. Meanwhile, it has been alleged due to shortage, the privately run blood banks are involved in blood trading for making profits. A tacit conspiracy between professional donors and commercial blood banks allows the former to lie about the state of their health and the latter to avoid testing the blood for germs of diseases. Such malpractices, profiteering and callous disregard for the health of the blood donor and recipient are putting the lives of patients in peril. To illustrate this nexus, the Secretary of Blood Donors Welfare Association, Mantosh Rai, the name is imaginary, alleges that the association's executive member, Kanhaiya Lal, this is also an imaginary name, a TB patient, regularly sells blood and it is accepted without demur by the city's commercial blood banks. The blood bank on is charged, but last month's agitation by the blood sellers opened a Pandora's box of charges and counter charges and allowed onlookers a peek into the city's murky blood trade. See, I have in the last sentence I have given that the blood bank owner deny the charge. So we should always try to give them opportunity to put their views also. So this is it for today. I hope you all are staying safe, locked in your home. Stay at home and keep studying. All the best.